So hello guys, welcome once again to my channel Being Up to Date. So today I am going to talk about indo-Israel relations. So let's begin. Though India and Israel both have common nature, it took nearly 4 decades to set up an official diplomatic relationship between both the countries. We both follows democratic form of government. And after China and Hong Kong, Israel is the third largest trade partner of India. Since the upgradation of our relations in 1992, defense and agriculture have become two main pillars of our bilateral engagement. And also, visiting of leaders in one another's country made our bilateral relations the strategic relations. Today, our relations with Israel stands on major dominance of Israel itself from last many decades. Whether if you talk about their assistance in 1962 war with China or in 1965 Indo-Pak war or their support to our 1998 Pokhran to nuclear test. Because India initially helped Palestine in every aspect as much as we can. In fact, India is the only one among Quad countries who recognizes Palestine as a country in the way to make our relations good with Middle East countries. And Israel always wanted to have world's greatest democratic country, that is India, in his favor. And far, Israel succeeded in his ambition because of good bonding between the leaders of both the countries. And in fact, to maintain good relations with both the countries, that is Israel and Palestine, India recently abstained from voting at UN Human Rights Council on Israel-Hamas conflict. And still, we give financially support to Palestine and we give assistance to their army as well. There are also several challenges faced by our relations with Israel. Like with close relations with Israel and US, India's ties with Iran are challenged. And Israel's discrimination towards minorities from India hindering the diplomatic ties, as Israel's politics is dominated by its antagonistic attitude towards the Palestinians, is also making it difficult for India to enhance the diplomatic relationship. And now after Naftali Bennett being new PM of Israel by its alliance, it is possible that Israel might not support India as openly as it did in past on the issue of Kashmir, because now the Arab Party will force Israel to maintain neutral stance on the issue of Kashmir. So overall we can say Israel is very important to India and a friend in need. Israel also helps India in various fields. India can't afford to lose a friendly nation, but Israel also needs to change its aggressive policy towards Palestinians. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching the video. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.